If you want to shoot us a text, we'd love to hear from you. 737-301-9600. Again, 737-301-9600 is the text number. All you people in Bastrop, we're feeling for you right now. We'll get to that in just a moment because it's no fun to live where it stinks.
That's right. That is true.
It's no fun. But first, I got to get this off my chest. JB, never again will I allow this one sitting directly across from me that goes by Trisha ever allow her to pick the workout soundtrack ever again. Yesterday, Trisha and I were working on all right, what music you want to listen to?
Like a gym workout.
Yeah.
Yeah, a gym workout.
Oh,
so that sounds weird. We're picking music at the gym. A buddy of mine and I have converted. He's got this extra, what do you call it? It's just a big garage.
It's like a third car detached garage.
Right, but it's oversized. And we have converted it into a gym. And it's kind of a handy little gym. You can get a lot of work done in that little gym.
Yeah, y'all got the ropes, the weights, the benches. You have the cold plunge in it.
Right.
I mean, you have everything you could need. The
Peloton
the boxes, the weighted balls, everything.
Right.
Medicine balls.
Anyway, so Trisha and I are working out there yesterday, and I'm like, all right, what music do you want to listen to? And you know what she says, JB? Yacht rock.
Oh, no.
It was great.
That'll get you pumped up.
Right, exactly. I mean,
Helps you
nothing.
calm down. Keeps you calm.
Nothing says I want to work out like Christopher Cross. Followed up
Afternoon delight.
Starland Vocal Band, followed by some Moody Blues.
I thought it was great.
Oh, it was awful. You know what's not great right now is that this horrific smell that is affecting Bastrop.
Yeah.
It is not great. There's a
It's an animal byproduct rendering facility in Bastrop. Basically, they burn off poultry remnants, poultry byproducts, including feathers and stuff.
Yep.
And they render it and they use it for fuel and random stuff. And apparently the smell is out of control.
I know that smell because I lived near the stockyards in Omaha, Nebraska. When you got a north wind, woo.
Well, that's a poop smell, though.
That's true. Well, no, not actually. There was the smell of the packing houses too.
Oh, so it's the smell of death and the smell of poop all combined into one.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Not a great place to live in the summertime. But they've had hundreds of complaints.
They've had
Did something go wrong? Like it's leaking out? Like why isn't this normally a problem?
So it's been a problem. They've been out there for, let's say, 20 years. They've had 500 complaints in 20 years, but in the last 2 years, 300 of those 500 have come in.
Well, maybe that's because so many people have moved to Bastrop.
Maybe so. And the problem now is apparently the smell is like being blown like 10 miles north of Bastrop. People 10 miles away are smelling it. And they're saying it's the smell of death and the smell of poop all the time. And there's no way that can be good for us. So the Environmental Quality Commission is out there. The company's like, we hear you. We're sorry. We're trying to fix it.
Didn't you have a funny smell growing up in Atchison, Kansas, too, JB?
Yeah. That's where I was born. There's an alcohol plant there, which has a very distinct smell.
Yeah.
You know, it's just kind of, it's very acidic, kind of, it's just a weird, but you know, when you're in the monkey house, you don't smell it anymore.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's when you first drive in, you're like, whoa. And then you get used to it. So.
All right, childhood smells for 500, Alex.
Yeah, and then as a kid, I also lived in Savannah, Georgia, where they have a big paper mill, and it had a very distinct swampy smell, too.
In Omaha, they also had a Kellogg's factory. So sometimes it smelled like Kellogg's cornflakes, which was really pleasant.
That's nice.
Yeah, that was
But would
great.
that waft in and mix in with the meat plant, the poo smell? That's confusing.
Yeah, a little bit, I guess. But there was a place that did, it was a coffee factory. So you'd get the smell. It was very fragrant.
Wow.
Very fragrant youth for me. It was.
Yeah, but that coffee, when they roast coffee, it can have a nasty smell,
Like
too.
a burn smell.
Yeah.
It can be bad.
You know, the people in Bastrop, we had to deal with the smell of death when we lived in Valente. We had a creature die in our air conditioning system. And it was awful.
But it did it constantly. It was always those gray rock squirrels that got into this. We couldn't figure out for the longest time how they were getting in the walls and dying. And then you would just have the smell of death. And there was nothing you could do about it for like 3 or 4 days. We just lived with the smell of death.
And then one of those 3 or 4 days, we had a friend that had sold her house and closed and moved her stuff out, didn't have anywhere to stay. So remember, she came and stayed with us, and the house smelled like death. And we had to warn her ahead of time. Hey, listen, we got the smell of death here. Just so you know.
Doesn't always smell like
No, it
this.
doesn't
You know when you
always.
notice people's houses always smell so good? Ours smelled like dead squirrel.
JB's house always smells good. I noticed that. Yeah, we had the dead squirrel.
My wife discovered a new incense that she likes.
Oh.
She ducked into, like, I love the smell of incense, but some people it's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
There's one that she liked, so I stocked up on it. It smells great. She walked into like Tom's Market and they were like, "Whoa, what's that smell?" And it was this certain kind of incense. Of course, you go online, it costs half as much as it does in a little market.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just,
Incense.
I'm masking dog smells, to be honest.
Incense to me just takes me back to being an altar boy and just and having to hold it while the priest lit it up and it just all over you. It was awful. It was like you're coughing during some poor guy's funeral because you need a gas mask from the incense.
It's supposed to cleanse you.
You're right. I'm like, is this really necessary to do all this? Coming up on the show today, Hippie Hollow gets right up there in the rankings. If you're a nudist, this is good news for you. Also, it seems like Glenn Powell has been given a playbook by Matthew McConaughey.
And
right?
he's following it to the T from what I can tell.
We'll tell you about that. Trisha's got the story we love coming up next. What do you have?
We have to talk about that Vandergrift High School semi-truck trailer that got hit by the train the other day.
Yes.
That's an insane story.
Yeah, we'll tell you about that if you haven't heard about it. Scary. We'll let you know there's no one hurt. Which is a good thing. Stay with us. Details coming up.
1031austin.com.
This is the JB and Sandy Show on Austin's 80 station, 103.1. Streaming on the iHeartRadio app.
Pretty crazy incident with the Vandergrift High School, the marching band's semi-truck that hauls their stuff got hit by a train. Trisha's got the details for us in just a second. Did you guys know that Longhorn basketball has already started?
Really?
Yeah, and that they played Duke the other night. Duke, number 6 in the country and always one of the best teams. They lost 75-60. But yeah, it's that time of year when our buddy Craig Way is super busy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I didn't think about that because the football season runs longer now.
Right. So,
potentially if you make the playoffs, it's a long season.
And Craig is also the voice of the Longhorn basketball. So he is going from basketball to football and just all over the country. You can catch the games here on Austin's 80 station 103.1.
The stories we love.
On Tuesday, they were having the state band competitions in San Antonio, and the Vandergrift High School band, they were on their way down to compete. Their semi-truck trailer that was full of all of their instruments became stuck on railroad tracks, kind of going a back way down to the competition, and a train slammed into it. Nobody was hurt. The driver of the rig and the passenger were able to get out, and a lot of their instruments were salvageable. But there is video of this trailer just sitting on the tracks and a train coming down and just smashing into it. It's like something you'd see in a movie.
Yeah, I saw the video, and the first time I saw it, I thought it was AI. I thought someone had done that, but it turned out it's legit. And it's real. I mean, go ahead.
When you say trailer, I'm picturing like a small little travel moving U-Haul. It's a big rig.
It is a semi-trailer.
Oh, it's insane what these high school bands have. I remember when my mom and sister were in town a couple of weeks ago, we were driving by a high school, and these 2 semi-trucks pulled out of the school. And my mom is like, "Oh my gosh, are they emptying the school? Are they moving somewhere?" I go, "Nope, Mom, those are for the band." She's like,
Jeez.
"What?"
Yeah.
I go, "Yeah, those are for the band."
I would like to tell y'all that when I was in band years ago,
Austin High, loyal forever.
When we would have to drive our gear to a game, my friend Claire had an old 1974 Ford pickup truck all beat up. We would load all the drums and stuff into the back of it. And for some reason, I'm the one who was elected to drive. No power steering or anything, but we were driving the instruments to the games. We didn't have semi trucks.
Oh yeah, and an army of volunteers.
Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
really, some parents who had trucks that we could put some stuff in. But I mean, it was.
No, I mean, you didn't have any volunteers like
we
they do
did not.
like they do now.
Right. The kids were doing everything other
Right.
than when we couldn't drive. I mean, now it is a business.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah.
also free to be in band when I was in high school. Now it's going to cost you minimum $2,000
Yeah, to be in a high school
to
band.
be in high school band.
And now they're gonna have to big fundraiser to replace the trailer.
Right.
When are they not raising money for band, right?
This is their excuse for an additional band fundraiser.
Yeah.
It's
But
not-
what was really cool about this is they got their time slot that they were supposed to perform moved to later in the evening that day, and a bunch of other bands offered up their instruments to replace whichever ones were injured or broken in the trailer incident. So a lot of bands stepped up to help to make sure that Vandergrift could still compete, which they did, and apparently they did well.
yeah, they got third.
They got third,
They got
okay.
a third place. Fortunately, nobody was in that. That could have been horrible. Do you imagine the feeling? You're driving the big rig, and all of a sudden you're stuck on a railroad track.
Yeah, stuck. Something about soft asphalt.
Yeah,
It just sunk down in, and the guys could not get it off the track. I mean, it is a movie shot, that train hitting that semi.
Now, how about is there a guy in the front of the train that can drive in the train that says, "Well, it looks like we're hitting this." You know what I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't going that fast. It didn't appear to be, but it doesn't take much to do all that damage.
They probably had started trying to brake
Yeah.
when,
Scary.
it's very scary.
Coming up on the show, Glenn Powell's gotten the playbook from Matthew McConaughey on how to be a big star and endear yourself to Austin. We'll give you the details about that coming up.
Need extra cash in your life?
The $1,000 payday is back this morning at 9. 103.1, Austin's 80s station.
This is the JB and Sandy Show on Austin's 80 station, 103.1, streaming on the iHeartRadio app.
It seems like we go through cycles with celebrities that we just cannot get away from. For the longest time, basically for most of this year and last year, it was Taylor Swift, right?
Oh, yeah.
Can't get away from her. Can't get away from her. Then it was Sydney Sweeney. And now, at least to me, it seems like, I can't do anything without seeing something about Glenn Powell.
Right.
I mean, this guy is everywhere right now, and he's an Austinite, and he apparently is just following right in it's like he and Matthew McConaughey got together, and Matthew told him how to go about doing this, to be a star, to be a Longhorn legend, to
be a ministry of culture for Austin.
Mhm.
Exactly. Because he's doing all the things. He's checking all the boxes for this.
Right. He's Texas Austin Monthly did a article on him for this month, and he actually does talk about kind of getting advice from Matthew on how to do this, because he said they show up together to go to the Longhorn games, and he said he's kind of like a different era to Matthew. He said he looks up to him and what he's accomplished, and he gets advice from him on how to move forward. Because remember,
McConaughey loves to give advice.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
that's
does
what his
he.
new book is, right?
Nobody loves doing that more than him.
Yeah.
And his dad must have been the smartest man in the world, because every story he tells is always like, my dad used to always say. Dad used to always say.
Well, his dad does sound like he was pretty smart.
Well, his dad's, you could attribute any story that you want and just say that your dad said it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Any lesson you learn, you could say, Daddy used to always say.
Kind of makes it more legit if it was somebody from an older generation, maybe.
Yes, exactly.
What I didn't realize about Glenn Powell is that he only went to UT for 1 year before he left to go pursue his acting career.
Mm-hmm.
And you would think with all his UT pride, he went there the whole time. But
Right.
he's back, just like Matthew did, and he's re-enrolled, and he's getting his degree in the radio, television, film degree.
That reminds me, do you guys remember when UT first started their What Begins Here Changes the World campaign?
Mm-hmm.
And they had in the video of it, Michael Dell, Walter Cronkite, and Dan Rather. All three went to UT. None of them graduated.
Really?
Yeah. So,
They just latch on to it,
Yeah.
whatever works, right?
yeah. And they're going to do the same thing with Glenn Powell.
Yeah,
Right?
he's the face of, he and Matthew for sure, the face of UT right now. He's so into UT that Glenn Powell had his Austin home renovated recently. When you ring his doorbell, it's the UT song I don't know if it's the fight song or the school song. And he had one of his bathrooms completely renovated in University of Texas. Colors, themes.
Like Bebo's head is the toilet cupboard. You got to lift it up before you get.
I mean, you know who should be the face of that ad that I'm a big fan of him, and I get his name wrong all the time, but that Neil deGrasse Tyson or Neil Tyson deGrasse, whatever his name is, the scientist?
Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's one of the smartest guys on the planet. Why are we not putting him on all the ads?
Did he go to UT?
Yeah, he went to UT, and he's one of the smartest scientists in the world, and he explains it in layman's terms better than anybody. And he was also on the dance team at UT.
Oh, that's right. I remember.
Remember we've talked about him.
Yeah.
He's like, I mean, he's an all rounder.
Yeah.
Like, why isn't he the face of everything UT?
Yeah. Why don't we have any women that are the face of UT?
I don't know.
Right?
We're bound to have some good ones out there who graduated.
Farrah Fawcett
She went to
was
UT.
a Longhorn.
What about, did Renee Zellweger graduate? Does she go to school there?
Oh, she did, but
I know
I
she
don't know if
worked.
she graduated.
Everybody knows she worked at Sugar's. Everybody knows that. You spare me the text messages. We know she was a waitress at Sugar's. We know that. That's just fine. She had to make a buck.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of the old joke. You know what the difference between a waitress and a stripper is?
What?
About 2 weeks. Are you looking up stuff on Neil deGrasse?
Yeah, I'm wondering who some of our, the first one that pops up is McConaughey. Renee Zellweger graduated with a bachelor's in English. So she did graduate. Farrah Fawcett.
Who was the
studied
senator?
art.
Remember we had a senator. She was a cheerleader. She's quite a bit older. Quite a bit older.
Carol Keaton Rylander.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good
Neil
call.
deGrasse
She passed away
Tyson.
recently.
Yeah.
Did you babysit for her?
No, I did not.
Oh, I thought you did.
Mm-mm.
I thought you did.
It cranked out 5 names. One of them being Kevin Durant. I think there'd be more.
I would too.
Kevin Durant, who went to UT for a year, right?
I know. There's great basketball players never stay 4 years.
No.
They just get recruited so quickly.
Right. Tough to turn down the money.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So, Glenn Powell's got it going on. Is he's the Brad Chambers show, right?
Chad Powers.
Chad Powers.
What'd you say, Brad Chambers?
I don't know where I got Brad Chambers from.
I heard it's pretty good. I heard the Chad Powers show is pretty good. I mean, yeah, Chad Powers show.
Owen Wilson.
Oh, yeah, he did go there.
I forgot about that one. Janis Joplin did go to UT before her career took off.
Well, they let
That's a
anybody
good
in
one.
back then, didn't they?
Anybody.
I don't see Janice as a great student. I'm sorry.
No.
Fantastic singer. I just don't see her being real scholarly. Right?
1031austin.com.
Well, that's it. Do us a solid and copy and paste the link to this episode and send it to a friend or two. Thanks for listening.